Alrighty. Hey, welcome back to No Man's Sky 2026. This is a series I'm calling the Gents. Obviously, the first 6 or 7 videos are all going to be just the start of the game and me getting ready, and then we're going to join a group at some point here, and we'll build a monstrous base, maybe take over a whole planet or something. Who knows? We haven't decided yet. Okay, but I'm recording the setup of the game because I want you to see exactly how I play the game. All right, so I leave the fuel the same, the crafting the same, blueprints, you have to unlock them, purchases, you got to do the normal thing, goods and availability. When I want to go to find something, I want to find it, okay? So I like it more as abundant, okay? I leave the combat settings the same. The tutorial mission, leave that normally enabled like normal. Inventory, you have to install that to make it work. Your hyperdrive, to be able to go to any system, you got to be able to install those. Base power, you got to be able to install that. That's all normal. The fishing, trust me, you put it on auto catch, you're just making a money printing system. That's probably the easiest way to make a crap ton of cash very fast. But anyway, reputation and standing. I personally feel like that is one of the things that take way too long. So I usually put that on very fast. And then I'm going to put my starting slots at maximum, which isn't fully done. You still have to go fill them in, but you get more than you do under standard, and I like that. So just going to review this one more time, make sure everything, sprinting, I did not put it on infinite. Look at that. And then my natural resources abundant. Okay, that's the way I like it. And that's just okay. Damage levels all the same. Everything's, I'm glad I went back up there and checked. All right, fuel usage, crafting, yep, blueprints, everything. So now I'm going to lock this in so it can't be changed. And so everybody playing in the game will know exactly what everybody has, and there's no way of really cheating, okay? So we're going to lock that, and we're going to confirm. And here we go. A brand new planet, brand new part of the galaxy, and we're just going to check this out and see what happens, right? Some No Man's Sky. All right. So I like to play a little different at the beginning. I mean, it's probably pretty much the same as everybody else, but instead of just getting off the planet as fast as I can, I like to gain as much resources as I can before I get in my ship and leave, but I'm not going to spend too much time doing it because I don't want to bore you guys to death. But, you know, just simply by taking a couple minutes and collecting some stuff, it makes the game a whole lot easier. And I know you guys know that. So, because, you know, like the very first time I played it, I collected just what I needed. And then I went and did more of the missions. And then I'm like, oh, I got to go back to a planet and collect some more stuff. And so we're not going to do that. So here we go. Let's start it.
Commencing Atlas system suit initialization. Life support systems activated.
Oh, we got some funky looking palm tree looking things.
Shield kinetic system online.
125 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a little warm. All right. Not going to worry about where my ship is. I am going to note where the
Aerial propulsion jetpack online.
where the direction is going, because that, just in case the symbol doesn't show up, which has happened in the past.
And mining laser attachment.
So wherever this little animation ends, that's the direction where your ship is actually at. So
User initialization
basically right there, just like that.
complete.
All right, let's start collecting stuff here, guys. So I need some ferrite dust right away.
Protection
That's not going to work. Those aren't going to work. No. All right, let's go up here. Get some carbon. I actually don't know why I'm going this way, but I'm already committed, so let's do it. All right. And what else? Let's see. Letting my beam heat up on purpose. so I can get some stuff quicker. The hotter your beam is, the more stuff you collect, the faster. Alright. So this is all carbon. I need some ferrite dust. Just kind of let that heat up and cool down a little bit, and you can always be mining with real hot beam, and that gives you great results. Okay. Ferrite! There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Awesome. Alright, so that's good. Get some oxygen right here. And now let's repair our scanner.
Repaired. Technology repaired.
Okay, we're going to go back this way towards the ship. We're going to do a scan. And of course, some good stuff right there. Let's be collecting more ferrite dust on the way while we're getting some sodium. But we need sodium pretty quick here, actually. Alright. Get the sodium. That's an advanced mining laser, but that's not going to be helpful to me, is it now? Alright, so we need to scan and get some more sodium real quick here. Where is it? Hopefully this is not advanced stuff. Alright. Whew. Just in time.
Technology recharge.
Oh, that's going to take an advancement. What is that? My scanner isn't working. My multi-tool. Let's see if I can install that. One carbon
Installed.
nanotube. And so we'll do a couple of those since we have. All right. Now we got our analysis visor, so I can see what stuff is.
Starship signal detected.
Good. It's right over here somewhere, right? That direction right there. Good. All right, now where was that?
Thermal protection falling.
Where was that? Huh. That's it right there. Oh, it's a salt deposit. Copper. Let's go that way, get some copper while we're getting all of our other stuff, because you know we're going to need a bunch of copper. It's just kind of the thing. Now let's scan some stuff. Nope.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
All right, we like units. Copper right over there. Let's get some dihydrogen. Got that little guy mad at me.
Technology recharge.
And some more sodium, I think. Yeah, there we go. Big cave? Nope, just a big hole. Yep. No, can't do that there. Now, oh, I don't have a... Guys, that's so funny. I'm going to get copper. You guys are probably all yelling at me like, Larry, you don't have a terrain manipulator and you won't have one for a little bit, so... That's really funny. All right, so I better analyze this stuff because I can't get the copper. All right. Well, that's my first big goof here, guys. If that's the only one, we're going to be happy. All right, let's get out of here and go towards the ship. The ship is way back this way. Carbon and oxygen. That's really good stuff. Let's burn through this real quick. Like when you find it and it's the first planet and it's the first stuff, you get it, use it. Right? I should have analyzed that. Especially once your mining beam heats up, you really got the ability to go through stuff quickly. All right. All right, and this stuff is great. Carbon and oxygen. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at the size of this thing, and it's carbon and oxygen. Okay, I can seriously farm these two items here very easily. Wow. Wasn't paying attention. Now we're getting some stuff done. I'm just going to gather a little bit here because we're going to need oxygen and carbon as long as the game goes on. All right, let's get to the ship. Huh. Look how nice and close that was. Excellent. I really don't need to capture the oxygen. Where's my ship? There it is. All right, let's connect to the system. Getting my nanites sorted out. All right, and this one. Sentinel intervention. Deliberate transfer. I'm not going to read all this stuff. You guys can go through it and read it and get into the lore if you want to. Or just play the game. It's completely up to you. The game progresses really well with the story, though. If you just follow the story, you're going to get all the stuff you need to get, and you're going to unlock almost everything you need to unlock or learn how to do it just by following the story. So just because I'm not taking the time to read all this right now, just because I have done it before. So we're going to connect our exosuit to the ship. Okay, repair their ship systems. Okay. So, our launch thrusters need to be fixed with a little pure ferrite. And so we need some dihydrogen jelly. We can make that because we collected that stuff already. And I need some pure ferrite, and I know how to make that in just a minute. So 1 hermetic seal, 1 metal plating. Everything that we can do now, we have to do it before the game will allow us to progress. Okay, so I need to get that 50 pure ferrite. So we get out of the ship. And if you follow the game, it's going to teach you how to do all this. But you got to make some metal plating. Hello. I didn't close that. At least I didn't think I did. We're going to need a bunch of metal plating. And I don't have any more. So let's do that. Make our refiner. Okay, we're going to power it.
Technology recharge.
And some ferrite. I only have 30 ferrite? Oh, because I just used it to make all the metal plating. Durr. So we need more ferrite. Let's get some. That just means we gotta burn up some rocks.
Ground protection falling.
Okay. Just looking for some rocks. Ship was in the way. I wonder if those fossilized trees. Yeah, that's pure ferrite, but it has to be with an advanced mining laser. We get that later. There we go. And I need 50, so I think you can just put 50 in and get 50. There we go. We're gonna need more pure. We're gonna need pure ferrite in the future, but we're just right now just doing this. And we're gonna do that. Leave that guy there. I didn't need to get in. I could have just hit tab. Oh. I need a hermetic seal. Now it's telling me get out of the ship, and we'll show you how to get a hermetic seal. Go back to the starship, and let's put our pure ferrite in there. Okay, and then now we need a hermetic seal. That's good. That's good. Okay, so let's go get our hermetic seal. Yeah, we might as well take our thing with us on this little trip. So now we're going to go on a little bit of trip. I guarantee you it's going to send me over the tallest mountain it can find. So most likely it's going to be on the other side of that. You watch. It always does that. So I highly recommend you do this as quick as possible. Otherwise, a big storm is going to come in and it's going to make it harder. So get going as fast as you can and just run. Yep. All right, let's go. We can collect stuff on the way back.
Ground protection falling.
$700 U's away. Well, let's just call them clicks. So 700 clicks away. That's not a short distance to run. But we are going to need sodium regardless. As soon as the storm kicks up. See, it's how it's sending us over this rough terrain on purpose. Yep. If I run straight towards it, guarantee you it's always going to be rough.
Weather warning.
Yep, there's the storm.
Incoming storm.
Let's see. There might be some helpful stuff in here. Alright. Ion battery, that's just clutch. I need that, right? That's ion battery restores my health. We're gonna collect all this ferrite when we get back here. Now those are ships overhead that you just heard coming in. Here's the storm. This is what you want to get ahead of. That's why you run as fast as you can. Some more sodium. And there's the building. It's different on every planet. It looks different. Never looks the same. It's always procedurally generated, so everything's always different every time. You're okay, by the way, when you're in an interface like this. It just kind of pauses the damage you're taking. So we're going to recover supplies. All right, and then we're going to go in this building.
Thermal protection falling.
Oh, he was on the other side? I ran around for no reason? Yep, that's hilarious.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay, but there's nothing in here, so let's go to the other one. There we go.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
All right. Take the encrypted data, that's always good. And now, so our starship is right there. And so the storm will be clearing any minute. I can't get that buried treasure model because I don't have a terrain manipulator. Come on, storm. I should have waited for the storm to clear.
Weather update.
There it goes.
Storm clearing.
Ah. Should have analyzed that. And that one.
Technology recharge.
I've already scanned that guy. And those guys.
Units received.
And so we're just going to collect some stuff up here and then get back to our ship and progress the story as kind of as fast as we can. And I got some tips and tricks along the way to make it easier. You may not want to do them because you might consider it. It's not cheating. I'm not going to cheat. But I'm absolutely going to speed up the game a little bit. So I'll tell you what it is now. So instead of building a base and slowly earning credits by maybe shooting, mining gold or silver from the asteroids and things like that, I usually will just sell the extra ship I get from the game, which is part of the storyline here in just a few minutes. So you'll see what I mean. I believe it's all fair and safe. It's just a different way of going about running the economy and making use of your money. Because once we have some money, we can go to like a pirate system and get some upgrades pretty quick. So I'm going to show you how to do all that. And it shouldn't take more than a couple hours here. A couple episodes. We'll do it over a couple episodes. You know what? Let me see if I hop in the ship if it recovers that. Yeah, it recovers it without me having to spend the... Okay. So I got the hermetic seal, and we're gonna fix that sucker.
Repaired.
So my ship is all ready to go. So, we launch. Now, one of the things I want to show you guys is that from the air, you can actually collect stuff. You can actually shoot the ground and collect things. Now, hold on a second. I'm going to seek answers among the stars, but I just wanted to let you know, if you wanted to, once you get your ship, you could spend quite a bit of time just going along and shooting the stuff. I don't know what I'm getting there, but I'm getting a lot of ferrite dust out of that. Look at that. That's kind of cool. So, anyway, let's go up. And there's also there's buildings on all these planets. There's trade outposts on all these planets. What I'm trying to do is just move the story along so I can get like my warp drive, my mining beam, and things like that. So that's why we're doing this, okay? But you can stay and play and do all that stuff as long as you want. Actually, I just gotta wait. Okay, orbital flight. So we're gonna fly forward. And that worked. Come on. Recognize that it worked. Let's try it again. Okay, thank you. Now the second one. And the third one. By the way, if you don't know where I'm looking in the lower left-hand corner where it's giving me kind of instructions on what to do next. So, alright, so we're just going to get a little stuff here. Oh, it's going to take a little bit longer to blow up. Jeez. Alright, here we go. So we're going to answer this comm. Incoming transmission. Identify yourself. You're not alone. Input the coordinates. Here we go.
Alert. Navigational data received.
See, the ship's out there mining. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to shoot him. Oh, he's pissed off at me now. Dang it. I'm sorry. You can't get away from him. Once you shoot him, he's mad now. He wants a piece of you. So, by the way, the way I did that was on a PC, like W is go forward and then S is go backwards or slow down. If you just hold down S, it'll track the ship, makes it a whole lot easier. That's why I wasn't all that worried about it. All right, and then just kind of shoot, you know, when you're lined up with a guy. I'm trying to find my marker where I'm supposed to go. Okay, it's right there and down here. So let's. I'm gonna hit C, scan that planet, and see what. So we're going to a nuclear planet. Wonderful. So see, since I'm right here, look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and scan that one, so we know what's on these planets. Ancient bones, magnetized ferrite, copper. That's good. And a glacial planet. Oh, very nice. Let's go here. So any planet that has rings around it also has a very, very heavy asteroid field as well too, and there's always one by the space station, but we haven't found the space station yet, right? But we could find it if we wanted to, just look around, but the game hasn't shown it to us yet. So now our nuclear, this is a nuclear planet, so what we're going to be worried about here is that in our exosuit we don't have anything. We don't have any extra coverage or anything, so well, what the heck happened? All right, let's go. So that's the approximate location. So we got to land and then walk, unless we can see a freighter, because that's usually where it's where it's heading us to, is a freighter. So if you guys see a freighter, just shout out. I don't want to walk to it without the protection I need. So I'm a little high up. Okay, here we go. Yes, I know land. Wants me to land. Where is the freighter? If I can just find the freighter, I can fly right to it rather than having to walk. All right, well, now I got it. So we'll get out. hold down your visor button. It's going to line you up. Okay, so it's somewhat over here. Let's see how far it is. Oh, 125, that's no big deal. Maybe, oh, that's where I'm going, down there. That's it. So should I take my ship? Yeah, I don't want to have to climb back up here. That's crazy. Take the ship. Now I'm going to have to make some more launch thruster stuff, but... launch thruster stuff. I have some unique ways of talking sometimes, guys. All right, here we go. Decipher the signal. Base computer. All right. So we need chromatic metal. That's why I remember I told you I needed my... So, and the terrain manipulator. That's what we need. So, now, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to install the terrain manipulator. Oh, I need a dihydrogen jelly. And we're going to go to my multi-tool and get that sucker going, right? And then our base computer, we're going to need to get going in just a second. But here's what I want to show you. So see that little symbol right there? Berry technology. Yeah, very important. We need a bunch of this. Each one you can get anywhere from 1 to 4. So this is 2. All right. So before I build my base computer, I'm going to get some more of this stuff. And some copper. So copper is, that's 1,000. That's crazy. See, that one's 200 units away. That's pretty good. What's this? That's 700. Uranium. That copper. Oh, 81. Look at that. Let's go there first. That's good. Oh, I want to follow my hole. It says there's copper here. Oh, buried cache. Well, very interesting. I've never seen that before. And there's copper what on the side of this? A subterranean relic. Where the heck is the copper? I don't see any copper. It said there was copper here. But that was the thing I got. That was what's funny. So, all right. Well, that was very interesting. That was a wild goose chase. That's the best. All right. Let's see if I can find copper fairly close. Still says, oh, that's a long ways away. That one's a long ways away. Uranium. Those are all long ways away. Okay. 40. Okay, there's copper right here. See? I was here. Why is that miss? That's crazy. It's just mislabeled. I've never seen that since I've been playing the game. I've never seen it mislabeled like that. That is weird. That's all silica powder too. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Let's not be embarrassed. Again, let's do this one. Okay, that's a long ways away. Uranium, not all that important. Okay, let's just go get that buried treasure model, and we'll see if there's copper a little close by. That's on the other side of the hill. Now, if the weather was really, really bad and it was hurting us, we could just go right through the side of that. Oh, let's get out of the way of that thing. We could just go right through the building, or the mountain itself. And here we go. Looks like we found some copper pretty close by. By just digging right through it, just tunneling right into the tunnel. Okay. Oh, not even buried.
Units received.
Just kind of going here quick, guys. Got some units. Now let's get that copper. Let's find where the copper's at.
Radiation protection falling.
200. There we go.
Technology recharge.
How in the world did I not see that one?
Radiation protection falling.
And here's our copper. So now you want to, you can make your circles that it excavates big or small. You want to make it the smallest you can possibly get and work your way through it, and you'll collect a lot of copper. If you make it big, you're going to excavate everything very, very quickly, and then you won't have collected a lot of copper. Don't worry if you're collecting silica powder with this as well, because silica powder actually charges the terrain manipulator, so basically silica powder is dirt. Alright. I'm going to get up here, get a better view. There. Make sure it's on the smallest one. It switches back to the biggest one on a regular basis pretty quick. So if you do this correctly with the small excavator, you really won't need to get in the first really beginning part of the game. You really won't need much copper at all. You'll have everything you need, and then by the time you have a ton of money, you can just buy it at the space station or buy the chromatic metal that it's asking you to make. Okay, while this is doing that, I'm going to drop the thing there. Come on. Do that. And then carbon. And then copper. Where's the copper, guys? Brain's not working. I just collected a bunch of copper. Okay. A little concerned about where my copper is that I'm collecting. That's sodium. It has not been collecting my copper. And the starship is too far away. It wouldn't be putting it in there. That's crazy. Where's all my copper? Oh, it says cobalt. Guys, did you notice that this whole time? Did you guys notice that I was being a complete idiot here? So we're gonna have a lot of cobalt. Okay. I thought the little thing said it was collecting copper the whole time, and I don't know how in the world I screwed that up. But you get old and you just forget. So I don't know how that worked, but cobalt is worth a lot of money, so we're gonna go in here and put it like that. And where is it showing the cobalt? There it is. So that's worth like $24,000. That's pretty decent. But now I need copper, like I said I wanted to start with. So that is crazy. There's my copper. But no, I'm not going to go back to that one. That's the one on the side of the hill that is not there. So what's this one? Cobalt. Another buried treasure module. Well, we need all these anyway, so let's go get it. That's crazy, guys.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, 48's a little early. But come on, give me a bunch. Okay. Don't. All right. Now, we need copper. And there's another buried treasure. Cobalt. I need copper, people. Copper, copper. All right. Let's go get it. Collect some resources along the way. Come on. Awesome. And we got a little thing to stand on as well. That's cool. And did I pick up my... yeah, I think I did. Picked up my... There we go. And we're going to get this. Yep. And we want the small one. And let's get it. Copper has always looked the same. And I assumed that this was just a unique planet that for some reason it looked different on that last one. So I don't question colors because I'm colorblind. So I tend to not do things based on that. I know that may seem bizarre, but that's why I just moved forward with that last one. Like, okay, well, copper is a different color on this planet. All right. Let's use the silica powder. While we're gathering some more, let's just do this. And I gotta recharge my hazard protection.
Technology recharge.
Now we should have copper, yes. So we'll start that and then recharge the hazard protection. And yeah, sodium nitrate.
Recharge.
And let's make sure we're in the smallest one. There we go.
Radiation protection falling.
No. All right, so one of the things we're going to do is get past this part, build the base, and then we will get to the next part fairly quickly. Come on, just finish up. 149, that'll be enough for right now. 156, drop that in there. Like that. And so it wants me to build a base, claim a base. And I don't like this planet because it's going to just constantly keep hurting me. And so, oh, my launch thrusters. I didn't fill up my launch thrusters before I left. So I have to run back to my ship, which is all the way over there. Okay, guys. So, I apologize. Well, I'll just might as well mine some stuff while we're going, right? Let's get going here. So we're gonna progress. Oops, sorry. We're going to progress here. We're going to get the base and then go to the space station is next. We'll talk to some people there, and then we'll have to go back to our base again. I was just down there. We'll have to go back to our base and then get some more things. Let's see, how many did I collect of these? 6. So I'm going to need a few more of those. Minimum. So while we're on our way back, let's collect those. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to piss you off. Okay, let's. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that's not the same one as that was there earlier. I think 8 will give us enough to. Where is that now? Where is it? There it is. There it goes. Come on, give me 4. Okay.
Technology recharge.
All right. Let's see if there's any more along the way. It's kind of along the way. We kind of need it, so.
Radiation protection falling.
So these buried technology modules will let us purchase the things we need to purchase to build our first base. And we would have had to have run around and got all this stuff anyway, so. All right, 2 from each one of those. That's pretty good. Now there is another one, and I dug it out over here already, but I want to just see. Sometimes it resets, that's why. Okay, I still can't interact with that one, and that one down there. Nope. Alright. Not my luck. So, I'm going to go to a planet that is a little bit more hospitable to build a base, okay? No launch thruster fuel. Okay.
Technology recharge.
Alright, let's get out of here. Let's see what one of these other close planets is like. I think this was the frozen one. Is that what we determined? A fiery planet. And that's the glacial planet. Can I have a normal planet to have my base on? And let's scan that one and see what we get. A blighted planet. Well, okay. Is there... Nope, that's just this one that's left. Oh, there's another one back here somewhere. There it is. Come on. Scalding. So, there you go. That's our options. Did we scan this one? Yep, glacial, fiery. And you know what? I'll take glacial over fire. Let's see, frost, magnetized ferrite. If we're gonna go somewhere, we might as well get one with all the stuff we need. That's horrible. That's a real. All right, think. Let's see. You know what? I can't see that other planet. Well, is the one we were on, is that the only one that's got the salvageable? This one didn't have salvageable scrap on it. None of them say salvageable scrap. Right? Where do I want to put my base? I can't go to another planet right now. Well, let's try this one. At least it's not nuclear. Let's just see what it's like when we land. I don't know what to think of it. Well, that's interesting. Okay. All right. Temperature. Okay. What is that? Let's see what I collect from shooting this stuff. All right. Let's see if there's any buildings close by I can land on. Oh, jeez. Do I want to build my first base here? Let's give it a shot. Why not? Scalding. Is it? Yeah, it's really hot, isn't it? Yeah, my... Well, we have to build something somewhere, so let's just build it. Okay, let's get it over with. This doesn't have to be a base I want to ever come back to, but we have to build it. Alright. Okay, so claim the base. I don't see any other buildings. Why would there be any other buildings on this one? Alright. Let's get our stuff. Extract plans. Alright, we're going to build this and then we'll end this episode. Okay, guys? So I'm going to scoot back here a little bit and then I'm going to go into Z and I'm going to do this and I'm going to hit C and B and that's going to put me in in this mode, okay? So that's camera mode. So now I'm going to go back to Z and grab that, and I'm going to build right off the edge of this thing. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Incoming storm.
Yeah, I know there's an incoming storm. So always an incoming storm whenever you need to do something. That was a bad wall placement. Okay, so we're going to do that, 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 that. And then I'm going to come up here a little bit and go like this. Put in a floor, a roof, I mean. Okay, that and that. Now I'm going to go out of camera mode. Okay, now my thing is just hanging right off the end of the thing. That's good. Now we're going to go in here, hit C, and then we're just going to grab our base computer and put it right inside like that. Okay. And then I'm going to delete that wall. Okay. So we have a little place. It's safe. We don't need a door on that side. It just doesn't need it. So I think I'm going to need some magnetized ferrite. So we're going to extract the plans. So yeah, 20 magnetized ferrite. And we're not going to build anything that looks like that. So I need magnetized ferrite. So I need this.
Technology recharge.
And we're just going to put some... Oh, is that all the ferrite dust I have? That's crazy. Oh, no. Look at this. Whew. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay, I only need 20. So if I start with 100... and just make 100 pure ferrite, that means I'll have pure ferrite left over because I only need 40 pure ferrite to make 20. Let's see, 40. And then that'll give me oh, I left these over here, that's why. Or magnetized ferrite. Begin. There we go. All right. Let's build that.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Yep.
Weather
So
warning. Incoming storm.
oh, now there's a firestorm coming in. Wonderful. I must be accomplishing too much too fast. Okay, so I'm going to research buildable technology. And we're going to, since we have 10 salvage data, look at that, we can buy that one. We can buy this one because it needs us to. It wants us to. And we need this one as well. So you always get the teleporter, the biofuel reactor, the wiring, and the battery. And that gives you the basics to set up what the computer, the game, thinks is a full setup. Or at least enough of a setup to let you progress with your, so I need, with your game. So I need 3 more metal plating and 2 carbon nanotubes. 3 more metal plating. And I think I don't remember if I need 1 or 2, so I'm just going to go ahead and make 2. All right, so go back into our build mode. And we're going to try to place that somewhat nice. I don't know how many times I'm ever going to come back here. And then we're going to place the battery, which needs 60 magnetized ferrite and condensed carbon. So let's get the rest of the condensed carbon. And that's going to be regular carbon. So, yep, I need the rest carbon. So we're just going to do 20 of those. Okay. And then the magnetized ferrite. Is that what I needed, guys? I don't know what the heck I needed. Yeah, 60 magnetized ferrite. Okay. So I made the pure ferrite, right? I know I made that. But that's not going to give me enough. That's only give me 35. I don't think I have enough yet. Let's see here. Magnetized ferrite. No. So I have like 48. I need... what did I need? 80? 60 or 80? I need 60. So I only need like 10, 11 more. So I didn't do... Dang it! Pressed the wrong button. Okay. Do like 20 regular ferrite. Just might as well make it. Okay. Put the battery right over here. Okay, and then we're going to put the biofuel reactor, just one metal plating. Yellow. All right. Doobie-doo. Biofuel reactor. So we're going to place it right there. Now we're going to go back in, get our wiring, connect it from there to there, and then from here to there. Okay. Insufficient power because we haven't turned on the biofuel reactor yet. So that, look at that. Power and everything. Okay, guys, I think we're going to call that as a good episode. We did good, and you know, let's see, that was terrible. Let's try this again. So there we go, my guys. Not in the screen. So let's try this. I'll just wave goodbye for now and say see you in the next episode.